What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. All right, I am going to try doing this again. I don't know. Yesterday, I tried posting this video, and it did not work. The audio just would not go through for some strange reason. Um, I could hear it fine on my end, but when I would upload it and I would try hearing it on YouTube, it just wouldn't work. I don't know. Just some weird stuff. I tried like I don't know, like 4 hours trying to see if I can somehow fix it or no, it just wouldn't work. So anyways, I decided to just make the video all over again and um you know and maybe try to make it a little bit shorter because it was almost an hour because there was a lot of information. I don't know. It might be an hour again today. I don't know. We will see, but we will try to get through this as fast as we can. We're going to take a look at the market. We're also going to look at this news right here, as you guys are seeing already on the screen. And it's about Normie. Normie is one of the memes in base, and they got exploited, and well, pretty much all the money got drained from uh, from the ecosystem there, and so yeah, it's pretty messed up. But we'll talk about that a little bit. We're also going to talk about Trump. What did Trump say in one of his rallies? Super bullish. So we're going to talk about that, and then we're going to compare two memes that are super hot. And yeah, I'm super excited for this video because I think that, there's a lot of good things that, that we're gonna look at today. So, guys, as you already know, please hit the like button, subscribe, help the channel grow. Uh, this is not financial advice, and I will assure you that we are barely just going to touch the surface. So let's get to it. Normie today got, or no, I think it was Saturday night, between Saturday night and Sunday morning, Normie got hacked and pretty much or exploited, whatever, and they pretty much lost $40 million. That's crazy. That's crazy. It says here that the market cap went from 40 million down to $100,000. But I mean, when you look at it, there's hardly anything in there. And so, yeah. So apparently, what happened was these hackers or exploiters, whatever you want to call them, they're just hackers to me. All hackers and scammers. What they did was, so there was a weakness, okay, in the project where if you had, I don't know if it was if you had the same amount of money as the devs have, in their wallet, or if you had the same amount of tokens as the devs had, then it's almost like the system recognized you as the dev almost. And so it gave you the okay to mint as many tokens as you want. So they were minting tokens and dumping tokens, minting and dumping, minting and dumping. And they practically just drained most of the money um, out of the project, which is super, super sad. I mean, look at that. 99.99% practically went down to zero. And this is part of what I always tell you guys. You got to be careful, right? Especially with memes. It happens with any project, right? Because crypto is super risky, and this is still the wild wild west to a certain extent because you know you're this is evolving, right? And the space is learning as it goes, and there's a whole bunch of these uh, scammers that are just waiting to exploit whatever weakness they can. And it really gets me super super upset. Um, but I don't know. Hopefully they get caught. However, however, there is some good news because it seems like this um, hacker. Let's see. It seems like this hacker is willing. Let me see. Is willing to um, return 90% of the money. Okay. Some people are saying that they think that it was an inside job. I don't know, man, at this point. Anything. So the exploiter is willing to give 90% of the ETH back, okay, and keeping 10%, almost like it says here as a bug bounty. So kind of, to kind of tell them, hey, I was able to at least found that there was a problem in your system, so I'll keep 10% of it. But I mean, that's not bad. That's actually great news if it turns out to be that, that they will accept it. And I think I read somewhere that they are right here. I think it says, Bayes, meme coin, Normie Bayes accepts Normie's exploiters offer to return 90% of the exploiter ETH under the condition of using the return funds and the ETH from the dev wallet to launch a new token for Normie token exploit victims. So, guys, this is great. This is this is great because at least people are gonna be hopefully made whole. Most of the money is gonna be returned. The only problem is whenever these things happen, it's almost like the community just loses all the faith in the project. And it don't matter how good it is, it takes a very long time for the project to actually recuperate from a hit like this. So, but you know, I'm very, very, very happy. Even the X account got suspended. Um, but I'm very, very, very happy that there is going to be a resolution and, you know, uh, most of the money, will be returned to the community. So very, very, very happy there. And let's look at Trump. So Trump today, or yesterday rather, I mean, drove crypto Twitter crazy, okay? And I mean, I understand why. And so he was in a rally and he promised to do a whole bunch of things. One of them was to release, okay, this guy here, Ross Ul Ulbricht. So he was the creator of the of Silk Road. So it was some website or something like that where it was almost like wasn't it? I think it was like a dark web type of thing. I think it was something like that. I mean, the whole thing is that this guy, how is he gonna go to jail for a program? Like it's almost like the same thing of like the whole um the tornado cash um, developers. I think there was some of them that were sentenced to jail for creating like, bro, like it's software. Like, how in the world? Like, how in the world? Like, like it's just I don't know. It's just nuts. So one of the things he had that Trump, was saying that he is pledging to free this guy, and he's been in jail for 11 years. Like, imagine that. Some people, like, they do harm and they go to jail for less time. I don't get it. I mean, some of you guys might be like, well, yeah, he's doing harm because he created a platform for people to like, yeah, but it's like a brick. You could use it to build a hospital, something good, or you could use it to break a window. It all depends on the person that's actually using it. It's the problem is not the brick, is the hands that grabbed the brick. And so, anyhow, so yeah, so that was one of the things. That the other thing that he was saying is that um, he was accusing Biden trying to kill Bitcoin, and he pledged, and he promised that Bitcoin was going to stay here and crypto. So uh, yeah, so that's another thing. The other thing, which is really really big, is that he said that he would protect self custody. And that's huge, guys. Absolutely enormous. Because, I mean, the whole point, right, of the freedom that we all want and enjoy is that for us to be able to transact as we like, and so that is ringing, it's touching a lot of buttons that people are just loving, and you know, and rightly so. So go Trump, continue doing the what you need to do. And so, and was there something else? Was that the Silk Road, the you know, promising that he wants to keep Bitcoin and crypto here in the U.S. Because he doesn't want the U.S. to settle for second place, right? And so, oh yeah, and the anti-crypto, right? So the anti-crypto army, uh, you know, that Elizabeth Warren was trying to put together. Trump said that he is going to take care of all those goons, the Elizabeth Warren goons and them. So, man, he's always funny. That guy, he's hilarious. And so, yeah, so very, very good information today coming out from the presidential election. Trump is going bananas, trying to become the crypto president. And you want me to tell you why? Because it is an enormous amount of people in the United States. And when I say enormous amount of people, I'm not saying that it's most of the citizens in the United States, because that's not the case. The problem is that here we have 300 or more than 300 million people, but barely half of the population votes. And so, because that's the case, when you have a number like 50 million um, citizens, US citizens, that own crypto, guess what? That becomes what, 25, 30% of the voting block? It is huge, huge, meaning that we have the power to overturn this election one way or another. Why do you think that Biden just overnight, literally overnight, changed tune? And they were all going crazy trying to change, their narrative. Anywho, all right, guys, enough with politics. So the market today looking so-so, a little bit of green, a little bit of red. Um, Nothing really popping out except for Pepe. Pepe has gone has broken the $7 billion market cap, and I don't know. At this point, it's not looking like it's gonna stop at all. It's just going, going, going. I don't know who is pumping all this money in this meme. Maybe there's people that are hoping that they could make a 100x on this Pepe. If you are one of those people, I am so sorry. Like, I am really, really sorry to tell you that I don't think that's gonna happen. And the reason why that's not gonna happen is because of that very number. That's $7.05 billion. In order for Pepe to do a 100x, that means that it would have to pass the market cap of Ethereum, right? Because where's Ethereum? Ethereum is at 468. Yeah. It would put Pepe at $700 billion. It's not gonna happen, guys. Can you do a 10x? Yeah, from here I can see it doing a 10x. It will put it at around $70 billion. Absolutely. Yeah, I could definitely do that. I can see that. But if you are here trying to, to think, oh, it's gonna go like, you know, more than 10x. I mean, 15x. I don't know. 15x would be what? Somewhere around, I don't know, getting close to that 100 billion. And I think that, that may be probably as much as it may do. And that's like moon boy type of talk. But um, yeah, that's what I think about fake Pepe here. We're doing quite well still. All right, what else? What else? With picked up a little bit, $3.18 billion. And Bonk, oh, okay, Bonk. And Floki, oh, all right. So today we have runners. Okay, we are back on the meme wagon. So memes are taking off again. And so, okay, I'll go 19 cents. Okay, now with that, let's get to the meat and potatoes of today's video. Let's take a look at Turbo. So, I was not aware of Turbo, okay, and boy, has this thing been running. I've been waiting for it to dip so I can actually try to get uh, um, a position, and it's like not stopping. It's just going. It's been going. I mean, this 24 hours, guys, is done 56%. Okay, in the last 24 hours alone. And so, yeah, so I had no idea about Turbo. My brother, he mentioned it to me, and I was like, okay, let me take a look at it. Took a look at it, and I was like, "Oh, Mamma mia. Yeah. Uh, all right, so let's look at some of the things that I like about Turbo. And I like the fact that Turbo is it's the toad, right? It's in the frog family. And the other token that we're going to talk about is also a frog. The market cap, the market cap, yesterday when I was looking at it, it was like 340, and it's gone up almost $100 billion, guys. It's absolutely nuts. Um, so it's flying, and still, $431 million. You can still do what, even at 10x from this point, no problem, honestly, in my opinion. Now, can Turbo do a 100x? It can do it, But that is Moon Boy really talk? Because that would put this at $43 billion. $43 billion is quite a bit of billions, right? And I noticed that the community is pretty strong and it's big. I, it's just gonna take a lot, and I mean a lot of liquidity to get this pumping that much. But can it do it? It can. I mean, $43 billion. If it turns out to be a SHIB move, it definitely can do it. So yeah, but I mean, in a more safer bet, like I said, can it do a 10x? Yes. Can it do a 20x? I mean, absolutely. That's still under $10 billion. Why not? But I know that I mean, my conviction at the moment is it's definitely gonna hit $1 billion, right? And anything from there is extra gravy. Like I said, I have not gotten a position in this. It's pumped too much, and so the risk, it's a little high for me to get in at this moment. And so, all right, so this is one of the things that I don't like, but at the same time I kind of like because of how the mind works, right? And people, and that is the amount of tokens that there are. To my liking, I mean, I guess I've gotten used to the 1 billion or less tokens, but this one has 69 billion, which is not completely terrible, but I like, less, of course. Uh, at the end of the day, really, it doesn't matter. Once again, it's the market cap, guys. It's the market cap. But uh, one thing that I I I have noticed, right? Because I've been there. When I first started, it was the same thing. I mean, I got in, I'm looking at SHIB, and I'm like, man, with all those zeros, if SHIB gets to 1 cent, and still in 2024, there's people in the community talking about SHIB getting to 1 cent. Do you guys know how many tokens they have to burn? Okay, take out of circulation so it could get to 1 cent. It's a lot. It's a lot because it was an enormous amount of tokens. Okay, that they that was created, and so but I know Turbo is not that bad. It's like Pepecoin. I mean Pepecoin, the other Pepe, the fake Pepe we're just talking about. It has all those zeros after the decimal, with people hoping that Pepe is going to hit, a cent at some point in time, and it's not. It's not gonna hit it. There's way too many zeros, and the market cap is so huge, you know, in comparison, of course, at the moment. I mean, it's definitely gonna be much bigger going down the road, as the bull market develops, and so, but yeah, so I mean, it's got quite a bit of tokens, but not too many zeros. And so people will still see this and see, hope that at least this can do a 10x, can it be 6 cents? Yes. Can it be 60 cents? Honestly, I think that would be pushing it because that would be 100x. But 6 cents, 12 cents potentially. That's 20x. And so, yeah. So, all right. Let's take a look at Turbo's web page. And all right, so what else do I like about this token? A meme coin made by AI. This is interesting. So the creator of this token, it says here, it was an experiment, right, that the person was doing, and it says here, inspired by the power of AI, the project's creator turned to GPT-4 with a simple challenge: create the next great meme coin. And he did this starting with just a budget of $69. That's just crazy. And so now Turbo is it's a decentralized, community-driven crypto adventure. Why? Like, okay, we're still in this whole thing of what I like about this project. The contract was renounced, beautiful, perfect. We don't want no people, on the inside just trying to squeeze all the money out. And so super, super cool and great that the creator renounced the contract. So practically he just passed it to the community. And so there's no taxes. The total supply, we already talked about that. Um, and also the other cool thing is there's no um, what's it called? Uh, Dilution of the amount of the value of the tokens because they're all already in circulation. So what you see is what you get. All right. Not like some. And this right here is a perfect example of something that more people are going to continue to be more attracted to. And the reason is because there's a lot of people that have gotten scammed practically by VCs and them, where the VCs are front running all the regular folks and practically not leaving any meat for anybody. They're eating everything. And so, people are getting fed up with that. And so they're finding that these projects, right, like Turbo, they are more organic. Actually even less risky in some sense than having, a project where the VCs are just waiting for you to just get in so they could just take your money. So So this is very, 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 very good so far. I see it's listed 30 exchanges. So we got here some OKX, Uphold, see that it's in Solana, Gate.io. Um, just naming some of the bigger ones: CoinX, Maxi, BitGet, Bitmart. Yeah, I mean, it's very, very good that it's actually exposed to the liquidity in all these exchanges. Now, it would be nice to get, that tier one, right? Listing a Binance or a Coinbase would just absolutely drive this token to the moon. Like, well, just like that with that little moon, the little astronaut hat that it has on, helmet. Yeah, so the creator here of Turbo says everything I've done is to try and just make it decentralized, which he did. The community has taken over. So I'm not in control, and I think that's where the beauty of this came from. It sort of blew up because I'm not running things. Everyone else is coming up with ideas and how to do something, and they're just implementing it way better than I could even do myself. Because that's the power of a strong community, which um, Turbo does have. Let's take a look at Turbo here. I have it in Turbo as of now, a little over 52,000 followers. And, the engagement here is quite strong. I mean, people here, they're engaged. There is, and of course the community members that have taken over the Twitter account and all that. I mean, they've been posting, and so it's pretty good. I mean, this is healthy things to look at, right? Strong community, absolutely. Turbo has it, and they have two pills to offer. You see them right there, the red or the blue. All right, so that is Turbo. You know, Pretty cool. I like it. I'm just, bummed that I didn't know about this token earlier, and so. Hey, but the moment that there is a retracement, there's going to be a retracement at some point in time, guys. I don't want to like burst your bubble. It's just that's the way that it is. It goes up, price goes up, and then it goes down, and it goes up, and it goes down. Now, however, I don't think that I'm going to find that 0.001 that that we had what about a week ago or something like that. I think it's not going to go back there. So, hey, but it's fine. If I could find it at a, 200 million market cap or something like that, I think that's a pretty good buy, in my opinion. But we will see. Let me see. Right now is yeah, but that would be a 50% drop. Even that it's looking a little hard at the moment. But we'll see. I'm definitely keeping my eyes on this project. All right. Next project that we're going to talk about is Pepe Coin. Now, we talked about the other Pepe, okay, the fake Pepe. And so now we're going to talk about Pepe Coin. This Pepe Coin is the original Pepe Coin that was launched back in 2016. There's a story behind this, as to why they weren't able to list the token in exchanges with the name Pepe because around that time the elections were happening in the United States, and Pepe was looked at as a um, hate token, like a sign of hate or something like that, and so the exchanges didn't want it, so they had to change the name. Their name got changed to Meme something or Memetics or Bean or I don't remember well. But the whole point is that this is the original Pepe. The other Pepe, that's over $7 billion, stole the idea actually from this team, which is a shame, honestly. But nevertheless, I mean, you know, sometimes that's part of the game. So let's take a look at Pepe Coin. Pepe Coin right now finds itself at around $5 with a market cap of almost $669 million. Now you're probably saying to yourself, okay, like that's a very big market cap, and I agree. It's a big market cap for sure. Uh, but but there there's gonna be some really exciting things that are you know coming down the pike with Pepe Coin, and it's AI Buddy that we're gonna mention in a few moments here. But the market cap $669 million. But here is the thing, right? Look at the amount of tokens, right? The max supply, total supply, the circulating supply, they're all one and the same. And it is almost 134 million tokens. Yes, you heard that right. Not even 200 million tokens. So very little amount of tokens, uh, in circulation and in total, honestly. And so that's why you see a price of $5. But don't let that fool you into thinking that that is expensive. So the team behind Pepecoin, they also created this other token called Base AI. And so Base AI, okay, it's a really, 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 really amazing project that these guys are building. I'm just gonna give you kind of like just like the little surface because that's all we're gonna touch today is just the surface, okay? And so what they're working on is uh, to try. So they're building this project where you can have information, especially very sensitive information, sent from one party to another without any part of that sensitive information ever being exposed. So everything will be encrypted, okay? And the system itself, this what they're building on, will be able to decrypt this without ever being exposed. I know it sounds absolutely crazy. I mean, in my mind, it sounds absolutely crazy, but um, but yeah, it's super super because the whole thing is about keeping your information, okay, secure, especially when it comes to something very very sensitive. Now, why would that be important? You might be like, okay, well, what's the big deal? Remember, guys, we are coming into a whole different age, okay? A total different era where AI is going to practically take over all of our transactions, really. And it would be reckless of us to actually have all of our information, especially a sensitive one, you know, so exposed to this technology. And so I do see huge value in what the Pepecoin and Base AI team are doing in trying to protect our data because that is probably one of the most important things that we have. So, anyways, so why am I bringing this project up? Oh, I am glad you asked. So let's go to the Pepecoin page. So let's refresh this so you guys can have like a feel. It's almost like a Windows, what is it? 2000 maybe or something like that, or even earlier. And so here we go, Pepe. See here, you click in, you got this little music. And so this right here, if you play this video, it kind of gives you like an animation form, like a little bit of what happened with Pepe Coin back in 2016 and all that jazz. And I actually like this, guys, because it is very user friendly. It reminds you of a desktop, right? Um, or a laptop, whatever, a PC or a Mac, whatever, and you can click on any of these icons. And so you have Grand Theft Auto, so you have some games, Zuma Deluxe, Frogger, Minesweeper, or Meme Sweeper. That was what is it? I forgot what I was gonna say there. If I remember, I'll come back to it. Pepe Paint, Pepe Paint, very cool. You can use that to make NFTs, okay, and mint NFTs, which is very, 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 very cool. You got your Telegram. and your X links here. You just double click on it, and it takes you directly to their um, channels and rooms and chats and the X account. So pretty cool. Oh yeah, meme sweeper. It's like a play on words. So instead of minesweeper, I just thought that was pretty cool how they did that. Okay, now how do you buy this token? Here you could go to Uniswap, but if you go to the coin market cap and go to markets here, it'll tell us we got Uniswap, right? And then we got uh Poloniex. Is that even right? I don't know. But you got mainly Uniswap. Okay, Pancake Swap a little bit. I think that it is also MXC if I'm not mistaken. Um, but but yeah, but there's a few places where you can actually find um Pepecoin listed. Okay, and so going back here, why am I bullish on Pepecoin? I am glad that you asked again. So let me put this. So Pepecoin is not just a meme, and I think that's cool in itself. Like Turbo is just plain old, strict meme. It's got the AI narrative, right? Because it was AI that actually created it, and so. But this Peppercoin has utility, and so you can stake your Peppercoin, and you will get the base token. Yes, as reward. So the more Peppercoin that you stake, the more you get as reward. And so you have that, right? So there's not that many meme coins that you actually are able to stake and they make you money, and I think that's a very, very good idea, and it absolutely helps the project immensely. Um, and it brings some extra cash to your pocket. I mean, why not? Right? If you're just gonna have the tokens sitting there, might as well stake them and boom, let it farm you some base tokens. And so, that's something really cool that I like. Now, here is an amazing, crazy thing. So, there's another part to to this whole map that I'm trying to put together for you guys. And so the developers are actually working on this other aspect, right? And the other aspect that I'm going to talk about now is brains. And so brains are these NFTs that they serve almost like I heard somebody say like a real estate, right? Where the miners and validators they kind of come to your brain and they kind of work in that domain. And so you collect fees, okay, for whatever gets done in your brain. That's pretty simple. But the amount of money that these brains are going to produce yearly is insane, guys. I mean, insane. I've made videos on this before. If you guys want to go back and check out some of those videos, you're more than welcome to. Um, but I will tell you that the averages are in the tens of thousands to hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, which is insane to you know to even fathom for you to be like just raking in that amount of base tokens, worth that much money. So, and what does this have to do with Pepe? Well, I'm glad you also asked. Because the only way to get those brain NFTs is by either staking Pepe tokens or sacrificing Pepe tokens, meaning burning Pepe tokens. So the one way to that you can get these brain NFTs is if you have 100,000 Pepe coins, you can stake them for 90 days at minimum, and you can get these brains. That's one way. The other way, that's a little bit more plausible for the normal folks like us, right, is by getting, at least 1,000 Pepe coins uh, to be able to get either one or at least a partial of a brain. I'm not going to get into too much details about partials and all that. Just know that the more Pepe coins that you have, the higher chances you have of getting one whole um, brain NFT. And so the money, okay, the currency, the only currency that will be accepted to get these brains is Pepe coin, guys. Now, if most people don't have 100,000 tokens, then most of what's going to happen, it's not going to be the staking. Most of the way that the most feasible way of people actually getting these brain NFTs is going to be by burning Pepe coin. And so they're estimating that there's probably going to be between a 70 to 80%, okay, of the Pepe tokens that are in circulation that are going to get burned. Yes, I know. I know your brain just exploded right now. 70 to 80% of the Pepe coin tokens are going to be burned. Do you guys know like how massive of a pressure on the price that will put? It would be insane. And it would take very, very little time for Pepecoin to practically 4x from where it's at. That's why I was telling you guys, don't get too focused, right, on the current price at the moment because let's look at it. So we were saying that it was like $669 million or something. Oh no. No, so it's 672 million, so it went up a little bit more. So 672 or $673 million. If your token, so if this 134 million gets reduced by 70 to 80%, I mean, I did the calculation before, and it's like 34 million tokens that are going to be left in circulation. And so now you have 34 million tokens, right? And this massive market cap here that gets divided by those 34 million tokens. Yes, I know you're getting it. Yes, 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 that's exactly what it is. It would for about 4x, right? So Peppercoin would be about $20 at that point. And you're gonna be like, oh, that's $20. I mean, right. But that's just if only the burning occurs and this token does not grow from this point. Okay. It just stays at 673 million the entire time for the entire bull run. We know that's not going to happen. It actually hit $1 billion just what, like about a month ago. And so I just want you guys to keep this in mind that can Pepe do a 10x from where it's at right now and find itself at around $6.7 billion? Oh man, I actually think that would be easy for Pepe Coin to do. But that's not just a 10x. That's a 10x on top of the other 4x, more or less, that you're gonna get from the burning. So now we're talking about approximately 40x, okay? About a 40x to just get to less than $7 billion. Yes, okay. Okay. I see. I thought your brains were gonna blow, but or did it? Okay, good, good. Yes, that's absolutely crazy, guys. It is crazy. Um, the potential that Pepecoin has, it is pretty massive. Not only, not only does your meme coin, okay, Pepecoin, is getting you base tokens, so now you're getting passive income. Um, Also, there's going to be a supply crunch, right, when all this burning occurs. But then there's also like other little things here and there that the teams have been able to like implement. Like you have some other NFTs that, like what is it, lump of coal or something like that, cracker, and that. So these were some things that were given back in Christmas. So you can't get them anymore. I mean, I try, I keep looking, but there is no goodies that they're giving away. And why is that significant? Because just that coal, right, that lump of coal that was given for free to some people. I mean, I went on OpenSea, and it's about almost $4,000 for one of those. I know it is insane, 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 insane the amount of money. So you have that, and the reason is because that's going to serve some purpose down the road. Um, you know, Probably implemented with the brains and whatnot, or to try to, incentivize some of these holders to do something. I don't know. Whatever it is that they're gonna do with it, it's gonna be uh pretty big. But it's kind of cool how like they have all these pieces and how they're all like interconnecting one with the other. And I didn't even get to talk to you guys about CatBot, which is a Telegram bot that's being trained at the moment, and is being trained by you, speaking to it like natural language, like if you were talking to another person, that's how you're gonna communicate with this bot. Practically just tell them, hey, listen, whenever you know Bitcoin hits $100,000, I want you to sell half of it and put it on Ethereum. And I mean, that's just an example, but that's how it's going to communicate with you. It's not like, oh, let's get a little fancy over here. Let's put in the codes, okay? Let's go ahead. No, 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 none of that. It's just, hey, my dude, check it out. I want to get rid of this stuff. If I have these tokens that I've been sitting on for 2 years, they ain't doing jack. Hey, sell that bad boy. Put it in Turbo. Let's say, for example, or put it in Pepecoin, and it'll do that for you. So it's very, 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 very cool. And those that are actually training the bot, they're actually getting rewards as well. So there's a lot of really good things here and there, that this team is putting together. That is it. It's just adding value everywhere. So Base AI gives value to Pepecoin. Pepecoin gives value to Base AI, the Kegbot is giving value. The brain NFTs, when those come out, it's gonna be absolutely fantastic. But I mean, but until they get the test net launched and everything is working fine, I mean, we're still on queue, just waiting for them to give us the okay, so that then we can unstake our Pepe coin and go ahead and get some brains. And yeah, so what is my whole view on this? Both of these. Oh yeah, I didn't even get to go to the Twitter account for Pepecoin. Let's just go there real quick because it's very similar. That's what I found really fascinating. Look at that, almost about the same amount of followers. But both of these tokens have absolutely amazing communities. Um, I know I haven't spent much time uh, with the Turbo community. Like I said, I just barely found out about it. But the Pepecoin community is fantastic, guys. You guys can always go in their Telegram and just like, you know, pick their brains over there. They're very, very, very friendly, it's a very, very cool community for sure. Now, I see that the Turbo community is huge, which is amazing. And you guys seem to be very dedicated, and that's one of the strong points of Turbo. It's you guys. It's you guys. Don't think that it's no, 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 no. You guys are what's making this token what it is. So don't forget that. But in this whole thing, guys, if you find yourself up quite a bit of money, there's never anything wrong with taking profit. Don't round trip your bags. No matter which bags you guys have, don't ever round trip them because if not, what's the whole point? Anyways, I think this video went long enough. And of course, you got a lot of bullish stuff over here. Um, a lot of engagement and posting and all that stuff. So, but yeah, guys, I think that was practically it. I think that both of these projects are solid. You know, once again, because of the community primarily. I still think that Pepe Coin probably of the two of them has a little bit more of an edge because of everything else that is involved with, and I think that's why it makes it more undervalued than potentially where Turbo is. But Turbo, in my opinion, also is undervalued. Um, you know, it's just at least locally it has gone up quite a bit, and so um, maybe we get a pullback. If we don't, hey guys, you just know I will be cheering for you guys like crazy, and I will continue to you know post some things about Turbo, anything that I find, anything new or whatnot. Um, but those of you guys that don't know about Pepecoin, I urge you guys, to kind of look at this and see. I honestly think that your binds will be blown if you dig more and more and more of what Pepecoin and based AI are doing. Anyways, that's going to be it, guys, for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, for your patience. Hopefully, we get audio this time around. And, well, I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a very, very pleasant day. Happy Monday. Oh, and for those in the US, happy Memorial Day, guys. All right, take care and bye bye.